an entity appeared. That shape of a human was 10 degrees colder than the surrounding ambience. It was after the investigation, the video went out online. Someone who claimed to be James contacted us. We are now in front of this building. If you want to feel something, this is a very good spot. Understanding spiritual dynamics. Energy is very stale in basketball. Good evening, everyone. I'm Eugene Tay from Supernatural Confessions, and welcome to a new season of Haunting History, where we explore the darker side of Singapore's past. And this season, we're going to touch on how the scars of our history have affected our present. Tonight, I have a special guest with me, and I will let Shah introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Shahira. I'm back again for season 2 of Haunting History.
Knowing what you know from season 1, what it is going to happen today?
I do know that we are going to go to somewhere by the beach.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I'm going to bring you to somewhere romantic. And the place I'm going to bring you is known, at least in the 90s, to be a dating hotspot. Specifically, Amber Beacon Tower. I don't want to break your heart, Shah. I'm married. So today we're going to go there, not to romance each other, but I'm going to show you a dark history of East Coast Park. Someone got murdered.
That's a different kind of dark.
And this very location, after the incident, became one of the iconic spots in Singapore where people have said they encountered her spirit, the spirit of the deceased. Do you have any idea about the Amber Beacon Tower?
I only know that it's in East Coast. And I've only been to East Coast 3 times in my life. 3 different
boyfriends or same one 3 times?
I wish it was 3 different boyfriends.
I'm going to be the one to bring you there for the 4th time. Are you ready to go with me? Okay?
So my expectations up there.
Alright, come, let's go, Shah. Back in the 90s, this was a famous spot for couples to come here and make out.
Makes sense, you know, very ambient lighting, by the beach, very breezy.
Well, back then, there weren't this slew of restaurants, and it was much darker here. And you can see the spiral staircase leading up to the open area, and that structure resembles a lighthouse to warn ships of how close they are to the beach. But this yellow tower has a dark past. Come follow me, and I'll tell you all about it. So on 15 May 1990, James and Kelly came to East Coast Park on a date, 2 days into their new relationship, although they have known each other for 10 years. So it's a perfect spot, and this is private enough, overlooking the beach, nice breeze, very dark.
Very good for
Great
some
for
smoochie.
Smoochies.
Some smoochie.
This was where they were sitting at. Sitting here, enjoying their private moment. 2 men, unmasked, described one with curly hair, the other with short hair, walked past James and Kelly up these stairs. James and Kelly ignored them, probably didn't recognize them, continued on their own private moment. And 15 minutes later, something gruesome happened right here.
So what happened here?
Well, I'm going to leave you right here to figure it out. I want you to feel, sense it. Because we believe in paranormal law that when something bad happens, the memory and the energy is retained in the walls and the floor. See if you can envision or feel what went on.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess goodbye. It's Shahira's camp. Isolation again. I don't know why they like to do this. It's rather peaceful actually. Like the waves, the breeze. Pretty nice. So far, nothing. Not that I want it to be something. Hey, you're back!
So Shah, what do you feel?
Will I disappoint you if I said nothing?
No? I want the truth.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing. I actually felt like I was about to fall asleep.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of peaceful.
That's because the death did not happen here.
Then all the stories online, are they made up?
Well, follow me upstairs where I'll tell you the timeline of events. Come, let's go. 2 men came up here, put on their mask, draw their knife. Within a span of 15 minutes, they went back down.
Okay, wait. So they went through the stairs. So weren't Kelly and James sitting
They
down?
walk up the spiral staircase, past Kelly and James.
Then wouldn't they know how they look like?
I suppose, but you know, you'll see 2 random people walking up, So out of courtesy, you don't stare each other in the eye, right?
But you mentioned masks and knives.
That's
so
right.
there was an intention already.
Likely. So walking to the footsteps of the assailant, they were made their way down this spiral staircase. One of the assailants stabbed James right in the back. He was described as about 1.72 meters tall. The other assailant, slightly shorter at 1.67, stabbed Kelly in the left side of her neck.
What happened to Kelly?
Kelly bled. James had a tussle, fought with the assailant. According to reports, James managed to toss the assailant over the railing. I'm assuming the only other assailant, probably spooked by James' strength, must have ran off first. So at this point, we assume that the two assailants ran off on their own. James and Kelly stumbled towards Singer Inn restaurant looking for help.
So was Singer Inn the only available compound back then?
Back then, this entire place was deserted. There's only one seafood restaurant right there. So this was where Singer Inn restaurant used to be the only place that Kelly and James could come to for help. But that place is already demolished, and today you see it's a very different environment, and it's called Parkland Green. Question is, what happened to James and Kelly?
Okay, so we're right in front of the tower. So I'm gonna guess that James carried Kelly all the way here, tried to find help, maybe from the staff.
We don't know if James actually carried Kelly, but we know that James is quite strong to throw the assailant off the barricade. But don't forget, he was stabbed in the back.
Oh, that would have been a great hit.
So they must have tried looking for help, went to the front door, but my guess is the restaurant was closed at that time because they were not found here. They were found behind the restaurant.
So they didn't die here?
No, not at all. So the restaurant might have been closed, but there must have been some staff still working at that time because this happened in 1990s. There was no handphone. So it couldn't be possible that James whipped out his handphone to call the police or the ambulance. So I guess he must have gone to the back door, knocked on the door, someone working in the restaurant, washing the dishes or something, came up, saw that, called the police and the ambulance came.
Do you know where maybe the back door location is at?
Well, I can't tell you the exact location, but looking at the old photos, I have a rough idea where it might be.
Okay, Eugene, so are we at the back of the restaurant?
That's right. So I figured that this must be back in the 1990s where the back of the restaurant must be. And this was where James and Kelly was found by the police. James was brought to the hospital, Singapore General Hospital, and he was found to be alive. And according to any reports that we have seen, there's no evidence that he has died. So he must still be alive and well. Kelly, on the other hand, did not make it. She was pronounced dead on the scene. They were doing investigations around this area and they found no knife, no fingerprints, and no eyewitness accounts. There's no evidence to go on to incriminate anyone.
So no one was captured?
No, but they did have some suspects. The initial report was saying that it could be a job of some foreigners. There's some other reports saying that they were robbed. But guess what? None of their valuables were stolen.
And this wasn't a tourist spot. So
Not at all.
Why would foreigners come here, right?
And the thing is, the entire crime was so gruesome. It was straight up stabbed in the back, cut to the neck. Anyway, before we dissect this any further, let's get back to the studio where there's aircon and we can start thinking proper.
Okay.
Whew. And now that we are back in the safety of this studio with aircon, can you tell us a little bit more about what you felt just now? Because I noticed that now you're laughing, you're smiling, but back out there at East Coast, you were deadpan, you were zoned out. And I've known you since the last season. That was not the Shah that I know. What happened?
Like, I personally felt like that wasn't
you. You were possessed.
Nah.
No?
I think there was a lot of processing going on while at the place, you know, and how, like, when you were telling the story, how it was like two young people. You know, they were just two young people in love, wanting to enjoy each other's company, and then the next moment, they're gone.
You're saying it almost as if you felt for them. Did something like that happen to you before?
Obviously not, I'm here.
I mean, not that you got murdered lah, but you know. So now with aircon and with proper chair, tell me what you think about this case. Who could it be? Who done it?
I do know that one of them is more wealthy. So maybe it's like the enemy of the father, like a business rival.
Which part do you read that they were well off?
Wikipedia.
Is it? We'll put that on the shelf as a plausibility. What else could it be?
I mean, like what you said.
What I said was it was the jealous ex-boyfriend. Because James and Kelly just got together 2 days into this new relationship.
I've read enough romance novels to know that, love does a lot of things.
I tell you, there's 2 reasons why people would go to the extent of committing a crime. Love and money. So maybe you might be right. No, but knowing what you know now about the history of James and Kelly and Amber Beacon Tower, does that change your perspective of the place?
No, it's still a yellow tower and a beach. I will go there again. I will have a 5th and 6th time. Things happen in the past, and we can only look forward in life.
Now, why do we bring up a case like this years after the crime has been committed? Police investigations continue to remain open because all criminal cases, such as murder, do not carry a statute of limitations. This means that whoever committed such heinous and gruesome crime like this may still be charged today. It is important for us to know that the police regularly review cold cases from time to time to yield any new clues that can be used to solve the case. And on Haunting History, my name is Eugene Tay signing out. See you guys next week. Yes, I was there 10 years ago, and we actually went up there and called for Kelly to appear. An entity appeared. That shape of a human was 10 degrees colder than the surrounding ambience. And there were intelligent voice captured in the recording, answering my question. And if you enjoyed this episode
And us, do comment, share, like, and subscribe. Bye.